If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. I'm just impressed he held on to that football. You're coming across the middle on the crossing route like that, absorb that contact. Whew.
All we talk about in today's football is trying to get the football away from the offensive player. Sometimes you just can't do that, and you have to finish a play off with a good old-fashioned tackle, as we just saw.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the lot. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up for short.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal, it'll feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Cousins to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The kick by Joseph is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Okay, ready? Black shot. Real green.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay,
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. He'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it, and he'll take this back down inside the 20.
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Cousins gives way to Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
The running lanes have definitely not... here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Cook again. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Cousins now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready, set.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Lions at 500 at 6-6. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd and 5. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll look to throw here. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Swift going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Swift again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Let's go.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal.
Ready?
It's a quarterback sneak. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for fourth down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Drill 52. Right.
They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And now off to the races, down the right side. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Yellow blue. Hey, green.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Might have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
Now, if you do that, you might...
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little bit getting there.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Play action now. Cousins. This will be caught. Judy. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to run with Nwangu, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second down, here's DeWander. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. On play action, Cousins. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Joseph's got it, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. From the gun, here's Swift. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
Looking to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. Back to throw again.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings. The football here at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now Cook running right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give, this is Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That's still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Cousins will try and throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. He's at the 50. 30.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving them 2 points themselves.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Swift going to try up the middle. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Zadarius Smith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he got that one all wrong. That goes almost directly out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted inside the 25-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will see. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, Nwogu. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
At the 12-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The offense on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready, set.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Again, he'll drop the throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They'll look to throw again.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 22. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Cousins on first down.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Cousins now. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And he will have a Vikings first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Throwing here, Cousins.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Jerry Judy.
56 yards.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And Martin, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense,